So today's training session, you will be pleased to hear, is a little bit of a mobility focus. We've called this one mobility focus, a little bit of regeneration for you. So if you've been training hard on previous training sessions, this one just regenerates and sets you up again for your future workouts. We are going through 6 exercises. Stop when you need to. We're going to guide you through and teach you through the main points to get the best out of these exercises. So it's a block of 6 exercises, 5 times through. Okay? So we're going to start. Let's go with our strider dynamic. So you're taking a stride forward and reach across 1, 2, and repeat. Stride forward, pop that pelvis forward, reach across 1, 2. So you're just tilting away from the back leg. Each of these exercises, we're just flowing through for 1 minute. So again, a little bit like follow the leader. Let us lead you through your mobility drills. Take a stride forward, and then you're just tilting away. 30 seconds gone. Full body mobility. You're going to feel it a little bit in the core, maybe a little bit more in the heart rate as well, but we are regenerating. 15 seconds. Stride, reach 1, 2. Just balancing on that front knee, big power through the front knee. Good control. 3, 2, 1. Good. Hands are down. Leg driver combo. So we go 10 knee drives and then 10 wide taps out to the side. So remember your exercise library. You're driving the legs in 10 times. And you're combining that continuously with a tap to the side. So mobilizing a bit through the core, taking it through the hips. An active plank. So you're going to be challenging a little bit through the core as well. Good stuff, ladies. Just keep those going. 20 seconds to go. This is your leg driver combo. Don't need to be in time with us, but keep a nice flat back. Keep the shoulders, elbows and wrists aligned. Your head should be parallel with the floor right now. You've got 5 seconds. And then you can pop yourself up, back to a standing position. You can reach up, take a deep breath, relax as you come down to the opposite foot, down to the toes. So you've got a big reach, release, switch sides. So you want to be feeling a stretch down the back of the legs through the hamstring. Cross body reach with toe touch. Keep it flowing, keep it going. All about the regeneration and recovery, ready for your next training sessions. But at the same time, getting a good training session in so that we're keeping that consistency. 20 seconds to go. This is what Fitter Club's all about, making sure that we stretch, we regenerate, we're nice and mobile. So you feel fit across the board, not just cardiovascular fitness. You've got 10 seconds. From there, we flow. We place ourselves down, we drive through the heels, and we reach 1, 2 for your fit body extension reacher. You drive through the hips and you reach up and away. So we're leading through the hips, we're driving those hips to the ceiling, and we're slowing them down for this mobility training session. They're not fast and furious, they're slow and controlled, and you're getting a really nice reach, a good opening through the torso. Fit body extension reacher. All the power's coming through the hip, but you're mobilizing through that core, that big reach. Oh, I think you got 2 more there. Good stuff. Fantastic mobility. Go 1 more. If you're unsure, just watch back through the form. Back to a standing position, and we flow into our move, which is called the inchworm. Okay? So you're going to take a nice deep breath. You're going to reach high, and you're going to inch your body forward and down. Inch your hands forward, 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 into that press-up position. And then inch the toes in towards you. And at the end, you're going to take a deep breath and reach high again. One more, take a step back, move out your way. You're taking a breath in, reach forward and down, nice and slow, control it. Then just bring the toes in and take a step back. Let's leave it there. Let's just take a couple of deep breaths before our next move. So remember that the inchworm is nice and slow and controlled. Your next mobility move is going to be the upward downward dog. So we flow nicely back into that movement. We take a breath in. Good stuff. Feel the lungs, feel that great stretch. Forward, slightly different to the inchworm, because you're just then going to screw the hands into the floor as you lower yourself. Raise up, so push up so that you're pushing your chest up to the ceiling and feel a stretch through the torso, and then release back down. Push yourself back up through the floor and ease your body weight back into your heels. Great flexibility, good movement. One more time, lower yourself forward and down. Get that stretch through the chest. So if we've done a lot of reps in one of our training sessions, it's a great movement through the chest. Pop yourself back up whenever you're ready, back into the heels. Let's return to our standing position. That's one set done. We've got 4 sets to go, so we're just going to flow through back into your dynamic striders. Okay, so we just keep repping out, everybody. You just follow us. We're going to guide you through. We just keep repping out through the mobility exercises, and you just enjoy it. Get that feel-good factor through opening up through those muscles and through those joints that have worked so hard on your other training sessions. That's it. Stride, reach 1, 2. Good. Really big reach across. Go 2 more. Get that stride, pop that hip forward, reach across 1, 2, and back. Let's repeat. Let's go 1 more. Big stride across, reach across. Good. Get yourselves into that leg driver combo position, which is a press up position, and then it's 10 knee drives in. So a little bit of a core challenge in between, but we call it mobility focus because as you take the legs out long to the side, you're then going to open out through the hip. So try and keep the leg as long as you can, really bringing out long to the side, and just keep repping those through for 1 minute. 25 seconds gone. So you're driving the knees in. What's great is that good flat body position that you're holding. The forehead is parallel to the floor. Keep the leg nice and long. The impact of that is you're really going to be challenging the hip whilst also adding a little bit of a core challenge for yourself, which is always good. Ten seconds. So whenever we cut the reps short, back up to a standing position, and this is a great combination. Lovely exercise. You get to take a nice deep breath after that one. Reach, 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 and down to the opposite toe. So cross body toe touch. Hammies is the target area, and lower back, and just roll through them. That leg combo is a little bit of a challenge for the core, right? It's nice that we threw that one in there. Good. So then you come down to the hamstrings. Just breathe, everybody. It's all about the mobility focus. So breathe when you need to, recover when you need to. If you need to pause and stop and just look at our technique with these, do so. It's all about the stretch through that opposite leg. Keep repping them out. 10 seconds to go. So let's get into our body extension position. A minute to roll through these. We lead with the hips. We drive the hips to the ceiling and we reach 1, 2, and back and power through. Shoulder, elbow, wrist are all aligned. And as you can see, they're driving through the legs, leading with the hips first and then getting a lovely big reach across the body. Even if you're just doing 3 or 4 of these within this minute, focus on the technique. Let's slow them down. Let's aim for 2 more, nice and slow, and get that big reach at the top of the movement. Slowly lower, go 1 more, power through. Fitness, fit extension reacher we call that. The fitter club reacher, okay? So you've got a few seconds just to recover. Brace yourself, take a deep breath, and we're back into inchworms. So the deep breath, the reach. Slowly inch down and forwards. Bring yourself out long. Inch the feet in. Breathe. Recover. Reset. We'll go for 1 more during this one. So slow it right down and just go for 1 more. We'd rather hit 1 really good inchworm out where you're really feeling it in your hamstrings. As you inch the feet forward now, that's great shoulder stability. We're looking to really stretch out through the hamstrings, and as you are, rise up, take that deep breath, and then just take that step back, ready to roll into your upward downward dogs. So just take a little breather, roll through the shoulders. A set of upward downward dogs is going to complete set 2. So straight into your upward downward dogs. Roll forward. Good stuff. Feel the stretch before you push back up. Push back into the heels. Such a good feeling stretch, full body stretch. You just carry on flowing through, ladies. So you're lowering yourself down, relax your feet and push back up. Quite often us guys haven't always got the flexibility through the hamstrings, so sometimes we need to work on this one. Whoever's doing this, it's such a good stretch through the hamstrings, but really exaggerate that push back through the Achilles at the end, because it's about regenerating, ready for your future training sessions. We're doing well, just going to take a little breather, okay, and then we're going to move into set 3. So hopefully it's flowing well for you. Stop, pause, check the technique if you need to, but you just want to keep it flowing through for the mobility focus. Strider dynamics, set 3, let's go. So stride in, good stuff. 1, 2. So good balance on the front knee. If the balance wasn't so good, you can take out the reach. So a strider would just be to push the pelvis forward and feel that stride, that stretch in the back hip. But we're keeping it dynamic, so we're striding forward and back. Keep those going for 20 seconds. Focus is on the hip. We stretch out the hip, in turn the lower back releases. It's like a big belt, so we want to keep the hips nice and loose. This is good particularly from those days where you do squats or you do your burpee movements. Into your press up position for your leg combo, the leg driver combo, and knee drives in. So it's 10 knee drives in, remember? Such a good core challenge. 10 knee drives in, and then long, long leg. Really bring out your leg very long to the side, because the mobility focus here is a little bit of hip activation. We've got 30 seconds to go. So you're driving the knees in and then bringing the leg out long to the side. Hopefully you haven't stopped at home, just keep them going. 20 seconds to go. Remember, these exercises complement themselves, each other very nicely. 10 seconds, team. Keep driving that in. A little bit of a core challenge. In 3, 2, 1. Pop yourselves back up. And we flow straight into that reach. Good work. Good work, team. So you're going opposites. Plant the heel. Reach high. Slowly lower. And then you're just going to come down to that opposite foot for a good stretch through the hamstrings. That's where you're feeling it?
Yeah, exactly. And lower back.
Good. Lower back as well, that's good. So hamstrings are connecting onto the lower back, so we want to keep the hamstrings loose to keep the lower back nice and loose. We're regenerating, ready for those tough workouts, but we're exercising consistently to keep things flowing, keep you in that exercise habit. Keep it going, team. 15 seconds of the cross-body toe tap or toe touch. Get yourselves into that fit body extension reacher position. So pop back down onto the floor or onto your mats. Just flow through. If 4 good ones are what you've got, that's fine. What we want you to do is with the Fitter Club reacher, the key thing about us is that we get the technique right. So we're lifting the hips up and you're getting the reach. In some of our workouts, we power through these as like a cardiovascular conditioning exercise. But with the mobility, when we slow it down, you get a little bit of mobility through the torso as well. Full body extension reacher. 20 seconds, doing well. It's a little bit of endurance for the shoulders as well. You got this. Breathe, enjoy it. 10 seconds. Got one more. Good. Pop back to your start position. Doing very, very well. We're going into inchworms. So deep breath, rise up. That's it. With a smile, even better. Slowly back down. You're inching down your legs. Inching the way back out. And then tap, 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 tap with the feet. A slight bend in the knee is good. As you reach up, you're reaching out long and strong and slowly back. Let's go one more. So inchworm, working through the back flexibility, working through the hamstrings. Tap, 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 tap. Good stuff. Pop yourselves back. So a little roll of the shoulders. That's 3 sets down, 2 sets to go. So we're going to go into your dynamic strider. Stride forward. Off you go. Just keep flowing with us. We're going to guide you through it. We're going to take you through the mobility focus. It can actually be quite tough when it starts adding up, but you're going to feel so much more mobile, loose, pliable at the end of this, ready for those future training sessions. So striders, 1 full minute of striders. The hip is tilting forward and you're getting that stretch across. So it's good, as you can see, George and Denise both bracing through the core, so the lower back is still nice and upright as they go into these striders, trying to avoid leaning forward, keep the upper back nice and tight. Leg driver variations, so we're popping into that press up position. Leg drivers, off we go, Denise. Always trying to cheat. So we're going 10 reps in, and then remember the leg is long as you're tapping out to the side. We threw this one in for that little core challenge in between. You want to feel like you've worked out. So leg driver variations. 10 knee drives in, 10 long legs out to the side. Long legs out to the side because we want to challenge through the hip, through the glutes, and then balance through the lower back as well. "15 seconds. We're doing well. Last 5. Keep these going. Really look to keep flowing through each move. Slowly come back to your standing position. This is where you get to take a nice deep breath, reach high, plant the heel, opposite foot. We reach down and across to the opposite foot. And repeat. It's good to get that deep breath in, right? Stretch. This is through the hammies. We need those hammies to fire for the days where you're doing your burpees and your squats and your sprints and your squat thrusts. So it's a reach down to the opposite foot, keeping the arm nice and long. Reach 1, 2, and repeat. Always just keep that breathing nice and strong. 15 seconds. Cross body toe touch. 10 seconds to go. Into your fit body extension position. So you're popping back down to the floor. We just flow through these. Let's aim for 4. Okay, slow them down. Quality is better than quantity, as they say. So we're pushing the hips up, lifting the hips high and reaching up and over. You will feel this if you're leading with the hips, and as you do, you reach up and over. If we're reaching too soon, you won't get the power through the hips. You want to lift with the hips and be nice and mobile through the torso. We're working well. We go 2 more? Good stuff. These last 3 moves flow really well together. So from there, remember, you go back to your standing position. Just pop back to the standing position. Take your deep breath whenever you're ready, and then you just flow back through inchworms. Focus on your technique. Slowly come forward. By focusing on the technique, I mean, if you feel like your torso is dropping, just go through 1 repetition, 1 really good repetition, which just means that you slow it down. 1 good repetition is a nice, slow, controlled movement. Let's go through 1 more. So you take a step back, you reach high first, good stuff. Slowly forward, inch down and forward, so that you're really hitting your hamstrings and you're opening out through the lower back as you inch in. And then control it. It's about regeneration, it's about mobility. So you're taking a deep breather. Okay, give yourself a 10-second breather. It's about giving the nervous system a bit of regeneration as well. So we're taking some nice deep breaths, we're de-stressing, we're nice and calm before the tougher workouts. So from there, we're flowing straight into upward downward dogs. So take a nice deep breath again. Ease forward. Remember, we're into a press-up position. You lower and you screw the hands into the floor. Push the chest up towards the ceiling and just keep the breaths flowing. So you're feeling a stretch through the torso. Control, push up. Push the weight back into the heels. Get a good stretch through the shoulders. I think we've got 1 more, team. So lower yourselves down. Such a good feeling. Even if you did 5 of these at the end of the day and added in a little bit of consistency of these. Such a good stretch. So many benefits. And your breathing as well is key, so just keep flowing through the breathing. Upward, downward dogs are done, and we've got one more set of mobility to go. Okay, so it's flowing really, really nicely. Hopefully you're following along with us. We've got 1 set to go, and the first exercise, remember rightly, is our strider. So pop straight into a strider for 1 minute of those. Just tap across and stretch. What about the hips? Good. So many people would have less lower back issues if they focused on their mobility and hip flexibility. Such a key area for making sure that the lower back is loose. So we're going to do this one because we've got a lot of back strengthening in our workouts. So it's a strider with a reach. And remember, you don't necessarily have to do the reach if you're struggling with your balance. Next up is your favourite because it challenges your core a little bit as well. It's your leg driver combo. So 10 knee drives, just driving those knees in. Absolutely fantastic. And I say it's fantastic because you're keeping a nice flat back, Head is parallel to the floor, shoulders, elbows, and wrists aligned. And then you're keeping a really long leg, so the leg is long so that we're opening out through the hip as much as possible. Keep those reps going. You've got 30 seconds. You're doing great. Mobility focus. So everything is within the workout today. Our cool down is part of the workout because it's just all about mobility and a little bit of core thrown in there as well. 15 seconds, team. Doing great. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise back up. As you do, feel the lungs. Well done on that move. Plant the heel. Reach it up. 1, 2. Down to the opposite foot. And feel that enormous stretch through the hamstring. A little bit through the calf muscle. A little bit through the Achilles. A little bit through the lats. We're opening up. We're regenerating. And you're going to be full power again for your big training sessions. Good stuff. Living the fitter club life, making sure that we're mobile and we're hitting things with consistency. I'll let you roll through it. I'm talking lots today. I just want to make sure that we're getting all of those key things across. But your demos are amazing. If that feedback just re-energizes you for this last few exercises, then we're a success. So 5 seconds to go. So remember, these last 3 moves flow into each other really well. We're going to reset and we're going to go into our fit body extensions team, okay? So the big power comes through the hips. We drive up through the hips and we reach 1, 2. Take your time, slowly lower and back. Good stuff. Slow them down. All of the power comes through the hips and you get that big reach through the torso. Want to reach up, open out through the intercostals so that we can get those big deep breaths in really, so that when we're hammering out those tough workouts, we're loose through the diaphragm so that we can breathe as well. 15 seconds. What you got? 2 more?
2 more.
Reach 1, 2. Slowly lower, power through the hips. Last one. Reset. Gather yourselves back to a standing position. And whenever we're ready, we flow back through inchworms. Brilliant big deep breath to start. Fantastic flexibility through the hamstrings. And then if you can keep a straight leg, fantastic. If you want to take a slight bend into the knee, that's fine as well. The key thing is we want to feel it through the hamstrings. And then as you take this deep breath, you're feeling it through the lats as well. Let's go one more. Flowing nicely. Are you feeling more mobile, team?
Absolutely.
Yeah? We hope so after all of these repetitions. So you're just inching the feet in. Keep that breathing strong. Your technique is superb. Flow back, and we're going into our upward downward dogs for our last exercise of our mobility focus. So breathe. Rise up. Release. Push back. Just keep flowing through. Finish off with a really strong 30 seconds finish. I think we've got another one in there, push up and back. So really push back into the heels. You should feel so much looser now after you've gone through these repetitions. But embrace it, enjoy it, lower yourself down, hands are in, rise up. You're regenerated, you're replenished, that nervous system's taken a little bit of a breather. That cardiovascular system's been working as well, so you've added to the consistency. Slowly rise back up. That's your mobility focus. So the repetitions, we just flow through those 6 exercises. Massive congratulations. You feel regenerated, replenished, ready for those training sessions.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Thank you very much for your time. We're very, very grateful that you follow along with our exercises. Full power to you, whether you're finishing your day or starting your day. Fitter Club Full Power. Well done.